Syracuse University, and under the dome today, we have a terrific clash in store. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He fires one deep down the right side. And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quick pass on the jet motion. Running with power. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you are.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Rashada. He's going for it all. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They'll throw it on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man and they convert. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. To the air, it's Rashada. Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Robinson. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Here's the give off the left side. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
The back goes in motion. Goes to the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And you can tell QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it on the left. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Cuse. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. The AT unit on the field. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On first down, here comes this offense. Back to pass, it's Rashada. The sweet feet buy a little time. Looking down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Caught over the middle. It's Humphries. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Georgia going up tempo. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the short completion brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And that pass is intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Bring it out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
And here's the third interception of the night. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Georgia comes quickly to the line. To throw, it's Rashada. They're trying to get to it. He makes the connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Got his man quickly, and there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on second down. Spits it out to the back. And his throw is incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Going for it all. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Orange. Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's White. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to throw, it's Rashada. Buys a little time with his feet. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. The short hands. It's James. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. On the move. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Throws to the tight end. And it's his fourth interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Gets it out quickly. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Georgia going up tempo. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Bulldozes his way through. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll go with a direct snap. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Shakes off the tackle. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Still running at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. The completion well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense lining up for a first down play. on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on.